Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Samara, and if you haven't been here before, well, thank you for being here. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe though, and let me know what you thought down below in the comments. As you can see in the title today, I'm not going to be playing with makeup. I'm actually going to be doing a step-by-step on how to do your nails at home. This is something that I love to do, and I think with what's going on currently with nail bars being closed, I think it's great for us to be able to do our own nails at home. There are a few things that you might need to buy. They are inexpensive and you can get a hold of them very easily online. Most of these items, and I mentioned this in the video, are actually from Amazon or eBay or other websites, which I will try and mention down below for you if you're interested. This video is more of a step-by-step for beginners. If you're familiar with the products that I'm using, I do elaborate on what they are and what they're used for. So I explain it a little more, expecting you not to know about it. If you do know about it, I'm so sorry, and I know I might be boring you, but for those that don't, it's just really to explain what the product is, the purpose of it, and how it's going to help you in achieving the look that you're after. So I'm going to insert a clip here of the look that I achieved in this nail step-by-step tutorial, and if that's something that you're interested in, please do watch until the very end so that you can see the final product. So this is really a nail look that I tend to do quite often actually, because I love wearing nudie pink colours on my nails. It's actually one of my favourite colours at the moment, and it's got to be a very light pale plush pink. If there's anything that you've taken away from this video, and if you create a look at home, I would love to see what you've done. Don't forget to take pictures and do tag me on Instagram. I would love to see designs that you've put together. And you never know, maybe you can inspire me. And if you like this type of content, then please let me know. I would like to know if there's at least one person that appreciates and enjoys what I'm doing. That would really mean a lot to me. But honestly, all your feedback means so much. I'm always reading through the comments on both YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, and I tend to reply to all of them. But let me know what you think. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so first of all, you will need a base coat. I'm going to be using this one by OPI, but you can use whatever base coat you like. So next you will need a top coat. These two are gel finishes by Kiko and by George, which is Asda if you're living in the UK. Gel finish is absolutely fine as long as the brush is nice and soft and doesn't smear the design. You can also use a 3D plumping top coat, which is like a gel finish, or just a normal top coat, which is absolutely fine. I like this one by OPI just because the brush itself is so soft and gentle on your nail. It doesn't smear the design, and after all the work that you put in, you don't want that. So this is the one that we're going to stick to with today. Next, I need to decide on what shade I'm going to be using today. I do like wearing my favorite, which is probably going to be this one, and this is a shade by Kiko, which is 027, and it's just pretty much a nude pink. Yeah, let's stick to this one. So I've chosen what base colour I would like to use in today's nail look. I now need to decide what stamping polish I'm going to be using. So I've picked up a few here. So we've got white, black, silver and blue. I've got lots of other colours, but I just picked up a few. These are obviously from Born Pretty, but you can use any brand that you like. I think the best colour to complement this base colour here would probably be silver black or white, and I'm going to stick with white, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to stick with the white one. This is a combo that I tend to use most of the time. Two colours go well together. I'm going to be in my comfort zone and stick with these two colours today. Okay, so here I've got a selection of scrapers. I normally reach for this one here, which is pretty much just a plastic card and gets the job done. We've got some other ones here. So I've got these plastic scrapers here. These came free with the stamping tools. And I mean, they're great, they get the job done too. But again, these are brand new. I haven't actually used them because I prefer to use a natural card rather than one of these, but I should really put these to the test. That's just one of them. And I've also got this one here, which is pretty much the same principle as this one here, but instead of a plastic edge here to scrape off the nail polish, it's got a blade. And the only thing I don't like about this is when you're taking off the excess from the stamping plate, it can scratch the design, and over time that will damage this and may actually affect the performance of the plate itself. If you don't have any of these scrapers at home, not to worry. I reach for any card that I have lying around, or these are great at scraping off excess nail polish. So I'm going to be using this one here today. So scraper, check. You can't do stamping without a stamping plate. So here I've got different designs. These are the ones I haven't used, hence why they still have the blue seal on top. So I'm probably going to use this one here in the very top left corner. Okay, so we've got our stencil, we know what design we're going for, but we need a stamping tool in order to pick up the design from the stamping plate and then place it onto the nails. So I've got lots of different ones here. My favorite one is this one here, which is a clear silicone rubber gel type top sponge, which is great. You can remove it when you like, and the reason why I like this particular one is because I can look through the top and really place the design wherever I want, and it really does help with making sure that I get it in the right place. There's this one here which is great for rolling on the design either way, and it's not really one that I reach for, but again it's a very good one. So the tip on this is on the firmer side. Again, it is great for picking up smaller designs. Here I have one on the jumbo side. Again, this is similar to this. It's clear and great for being able to see exactly where you're transferring the pattern, and so it helps with the placement. And last but not least is this red one here. This is a very squishy top silicone and it's really good at picking up the design. It's not one that I reach for that much, but it is also good, and again you can remove it and pop it back on. Okay, so the next step is entirely up to you. I like to use liquid latex, and this pretty much helps with cleaning up the nails afterwards. So I've got some of these here. I don't even know how to pronounce these, so I'm not going to. But you'll also need some cotton pads. I've got some big ones here and some regular size ones. You can even use some earbuds, and of course this is for the nail polish remover. Okay, so the next step would be to trim your nails and decide on a shape. So there's so many different types of shapes that you can choose from. So we've got the square, the squared oval, the almond shape, the oval shape, coffin, and the stiletto. So a quick tip, if you've got chunky fingers like me and don't like to have long nails, and that can be for various reasons, you could probably stick to the oval shape, and it really will elongate your fingers, especially if you've got chunky fingers like me. But I mean, all these designs are super cool, so it really depends on what shape you're going for. Let's start with the base color. I'm going to be applying this to my left hand, and I will do my right hand off camera just so you know exactly what it looks like. I will fast forward this for you. Okay, so now that the base coat has been applied, once this is dry, I can then move on to my base color, which of course was this pink nude here, and I'm just going to proceed with applying that to both my hands. Whilst these dry, I need to decide on what fingertips I would like the stamping polish, and then of course apply the liquid latex. So I tend to use my wedding ring and my thumb. So I'm going to apply the liquid latex to both my wedding finger and my thumb, and I'll be right back. So whilst the liquid latex dries, I am just going to set up a stamping plate. I've got my nail polish at the ready, my scraper, my stamping tool, and I will need some cotton pads drenched in nail polish remover. So I'm just going to go do that, and that's plenty, and I'm just going to pop that to one side, and that's going to be then used to clean the plate. In fact, before I start, I'm just going to give it a quick wipe down. There we are, pop it to one side and just clean the back of this. So the first thing to do is to apply the stamping polish to the design. It doesn't need to cover the whole plate, it's just that one design that we've chosen. It's going to be scraped with the scraper. I have my scraper in my hand and I'm just going to apply enough to cover the left side of the design, like so. Pop that to one side and scrape this design across there like that, and then pick up the design with the stamping tool and it should look something like this. I'm going to look through the top and really pop this where I would like so, and there we are. You can see that it's taken to the edges of the nail bed, and the great thing with the liquid latex is that it's caught all the extra nail polish from the stamping tool, which we didn't need. So yay. So obviously I've got some stamping polish there which needs to be removed, so carefully, you don't want to ruin the nail polish on your nails. I'm just going to clean my stamping tool like so. And this is probably the only headache with stamping, is that you've got to constantly clean the tools. And then I'm just going to wipe that down. Do the same with the stamping plate. And of course, the scraper will also have a little bit of the nail polish. Right, we are now ready for round 2. And I'm going to do the same with my thumb. So just make sure that's dry. Doesn't need a lot. This is then going to be scraped across, and then a rolling method just to pick up the design like so, and then this will then be applied to the thumb. I really want to make sure that I've got the correct placement before then pushing this down like so. And there we have it. So now I'm going to do the same with my right hand, and I'll be right back. So this can be left as it is with a clear top coat. I tend to incorporate glitter in my nail looks. So today I'm going to be using this glitter polish here by Next. They do some really nice nail polishes. Going to apply this to both hands on the middle finger. You can leave it as it is, or you can apply another coat of the glitter, but I'm happy with how that looks. I'm going to now proceed with applying the clear coat. So I've applied the clear polish to my nails. They don't look the greatest at the moment, so I do need to remove the blue latex, liquid latex, and to do that you will need a tweezer. So I'll show you exactly how to do that with my thumb. So using a tweezer, I'm going to try and peel back as much as I can towards the edges. And you want to be careful not to scratch the nail bed. Although the nail polish should be dry when you do this, you don't want to risk scratching all the effort that you've just done.